If you're a late starter, I know you want to close that gap on you versus experienced people. But the first thing that you need to learn is not a jab. It is a proper base fundamental starting from your feet up. But before we get into that, it's your boy JYD checking in live from the diaper room. It's Eid morning, so Eid Mubarak to all Muslims around the world, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for everybody who subscribe, everybody who comments, and everybody who hit that notification bell. So thank y'all so much for helping the community build and grow. Without y'all, there's no JYD world. Without y'all, there is no community. So thank y'all so much. And that's talking to all the subscribers. I'm not specifically saying that for Muslims. I'm saying that to all subscribers. Everybody who follows the community, everybody who supports the community, not just for the Muslims, but for the Muslims, Eid Mubarak. Boom. Yeah. What you want to start off with is not. This video might be feel a little rushed because we're getting dressed to go make the prayer, etc. Boom. It's like 5 a.m. The first thing that you want to learn is a proper base fundamental. It is not the jab. If you don't have a proper base fundamental, then your jab is going to be absolutely garbage. There's no way around it. The reason why the proper base fundamentals from the feet up is so important is because without feet in boxing, you can't do anything right. And your feet and your hands are absolutely connected in boxing for 110%. If your feet are bad, then chances are everything else is going to be bad. It's rare to see a fighter have horrible feet and still be a good fighter, because being a good fighter and having good feet kind of go hand in hand. Think of it as if you're building a house, right? If you're building a house, you're not going to say, I'm going to start from the roof and work my way down. No one has ever done that before because it doesn't make any sense. You have to start from the foundation. You have to make sure that you have a solid concrete foundation in order to build upon. Because if the foundation is not solid, then everything else crumbles. Now, just for a small example, I'm going to show you guys why is it so important to have a solid base fundamentals before jumping to a jab. Most people be like, oh, the first thing you need to learn is a jab, and they're skipping your solid base fundamentals. I'll show you why it's so important. So with me, when I teach anyone jabs and fundamentals and stuff like that, I always start with the base fundamentals. Sorry you can't see my face, but I teach the puppet method, right? So when this hand moves, this foot moves. When this hand moves, this foot moves. So if you're throwing the jab, bah, 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 turn, bah, turn, bah, bah. Now, let's say we about to step over. If I'm southpaw in this video. So if I'm stepping over to my left, which is this way, this foot first. If I'm stepping over to my right, that foot first. This foot first, that foot first. Why? Because you don't want to cross your feet. Because if you cross your feet, then you're easy to push over, get off balance. So if I cross my feet this way, and then I cross my feet that way, that's not how that works. It's here, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you also bring your hands back home. You answer the phone. But nonetheless, none of that is going to be right if in fact you're not taught to have the proper base foundations and fundamentals with boxing. I know you want to jump straight in there and throw punches, and you think the more I can throw punches and put my hands on somebody and beat somebody up, that's going to close the gap. It's not going to close the gap. It's not going to close the game, unfortunately, because boxing is more mental than it is physical. You can be faster, you could be stronger, you could be quicker, you could have all of the attributes in the world. If you don't know enough, you're not going to be able to beat me if you don't know enough. You have to be able to know more than me to be able to beat me. Because if you're stronger than me, I'll figure out how to counteract your strength. I'll figure out how to keep that distance off of me, to keep you off of me in order for you to gas yourself out trying to strong me to death. I'm not going to let you close that gap on me. If you're faster than me, I'll just learn how to time you. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. But all of that distance and all of that stuff, it comes from a proper base fundamental. So the first thing that you absolutely want to learn is a proper base fundamentals. I just with me showing y'all the puppet method, do I offer that? Absolutely I do. And actually I'm about to add that to my members video. So if you are a member to the channel, I'm going to add that whole entire playlist to the members channel so that the members will be able to see it. I used to sell that package like separately before all this happened, but now since I got YouTube members, I figure I'm gonna just throw it in there and you'll be able to see it if you are a member, to be able to learn those things that I do teach. Whoever is learning under me, I do, and I will teach that proper base fundamentals. Go to a well-experienced coach, that a knowledgeable coach that knows what the base fundamentals are. Just because you think you can throw a jab doesn't mean that you actually know how to properly throw a jab. Also, when you do throw your jab, when you finally get to that stage and that place where you are learning to throw your jab, please learn the proper chin placement, the proper hand placement, how to return your hand back home. So I always say, answer the phone or get your bell rung. So when you're throwing your jab, boom, you know, there's a lot of different places that people hold their hands. You hold them here, like this. You hold them here, like this. You can hold one here, one a little further out, which is also fine too. There's a bunch of different ways to hold your hands. Even don't do the shell. If you're new, don't do the shell. But even if you here and you in the shell, you here, here, use a certain place that you bring your shoulders and bring your other hand back to where as though you are properly defended when you do that. But I'm teaching you the base fundamental defense. So when you throw your jab, you're here, boom, and you bringing it out and you're nice and tight. Your chin is tucked and here is here so that you're not getting caught with anything. You here, nice and tight, boom. So let's just say it's an exchange, boom, right? And then you bring your hand back. Hello? Remember when we were back in the day, we don't really have house phones anymore, but this is like a house phone. So you hold a house phone like this, hello, boom. So that part is to your ear and that part is right here by your mouth. And you talk into this part and you listen into this part. You say, hello, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Now you have a cell phone, you just hold a cell phone like this. But it's the same thing with a house phone. Hello? Yeah, no problem. A jab is the same thing. You, boom, hello, boom, hello, boom, hello. You stay nice and tight. So you boom, 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 bop. Hello? Because if you don't say hello, I'm going to follow your hand back home. That's the point. You got to, in order for you to answer the phone, you have to come home. You got to push that answer machine button. This is stuff that kids will have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, an answer machine. You have to come back home to answer the phone. You got to come back home to answer the phone because we didn't have cell phones back then. So you got to come home to answer the phone. Hello? Right? Answer machine. You got it. Hello? Hello? Boom. So you hear boom, hello? Because if not, I'm going to just follow you home. When you do this, you have left your house. You left your house now. Come back home. Protect yourself. And then, so if somebody throw a hook, boom, guess what? Boom, pop. At least you can be able to catch that. So pop, then they throw the hook, bam. You rather get hit here than here any day. You rather get here than here any day. You rather get hit here than here any day. You don't want to get hit in your temple, your chin, or your snot box. That's not what you want to do, right? So that's what you want to do. Because a smart fighter, you do this, and you keep bringing your hand down. You keep doing a bunch of old extra stuff with your hands. A good fighter is going to say, I'm going to wait for him to jab just so I can follow him back home. I'm going to follow you back home.